This is Christine Austin Ill, and in this video we are going to go over how to set up your MapView and download leads from the Lincoln Heritage portal. First, you want to make sure that you download the MapView app on your iPad or your iPhone, and you also need to download the Numbers app in order for your leads to be able to be converted in the right format to work with MapView. Now that you have downloaded both the MapView and the Numbers app, you want to go ahead and register for the MapView. There is a monthly fee. I am not sure how much that monthly fee is, especially when you click on this video. I do know that they have had an increase in the last 2 years. I have been using MapView for about 5 years now. Once you register and you log in, what you want to do is you're going to click on these 3 little lines down here in the lower left-hand corner. We need to set up our filters, which are our groups, first before you download any leads into this MapView. Again, you need to create your filters or your groups first. Take some time to think about the groups that you would like to create and how you would like your MapView to be set up. We will go over a few examples of groups that I have on my MapView throughout this presentation. And once you clicked on those 3 lines, this is the page that's going to come up. You're going to notice here, this will be your phone number that will show or appear on your MapView. The current date will be right here for you. And of course, your time and everything is going to show up at the top of your screen whenever you log into your MapView. The first line is the calendar. So if you click on this tab here, it's just going to show the map, and it allows you to be able to set appointments, to look at what the date is, so forth and so on. It's just strictly, your calendar. The next tab here is going to be list by name. These are your contacts. All right. So all of the data that you enter into your MapView, list by name, they will show up here. No matter what group you put them in, they will appear in your list by name. Then we have our filters, which are going to be the groups that we are going to set up. Planned activities would be a schedule that you create. I do not use that option. And the reason I do not use the option is because I found that after I've created a route, I had to go into each lead individually and delete the scheduled appointment. And I do not have time for that. I do not care to spend an extra hour deleting a route. So I do not put my plan via the MapView. The next will be the trips. Again, this is your route. I do not use this either. Recent activity is basically the recent activity based on these 2 tabs here. And again, I don't use that either because I don't use the planned activities or the trips. All right. And then the Spreadsheet Import. This gives you the option to be able to download your leads or any type of contacts via an Excel spreadsheet, as well as it gives you the instructions on how to do it. But we're going to walk through it in just a moment. And then the last thing is going to be your settings. Within the settings tab, you're going to be able to sync your MapView from your iPad to your iPhone and things of that nature. So the first thing that I want to go over right now is going to be the list by name. So all you would do would be press on that tab, and this is the screen that's going to appear for your list by names. All right. So notice right now that the all is highlighted. So whenever all is highlighted, this is going to show you every single contact that is in your MapView. Again, no matter what group, everybody shows up when you're on all. If you highlight filtered, the only names that are going to appear here would be whatever group you have highlighted on the next page. All right. And then MapView would be, you can actually create a circle by this little arrow here. If we were to click on that, you then could draw a circle around a set amount of leads, and then that's what's going to show up in your list if you go back to the list by names. All right. But right now we are looking at all of your contacts. I usually keep my MapView on the all at all times, just so that I don't miss anything. Right. And then if you're searching for a name, all you would do is type in the first name or the last name, and then it would just pull up those names that you can select your client at that time. Now, to go back, what we're going to do is simply click right there on that back button. And it's going to return us right back to this main page. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to look into the filters, which again are our groups. So you see now that we are on the group page, also known as the filters, we're going to go ahead and hit the plus sign to create a group. If you notice, I already have several groups already created. I have the unassigned automatically pops up. That is from MapView. So if you do not assign a group to the leads that you import into MapView, they will appear in the unassigned tab. However, I have a lead sold 2019. The reason why I have this here is because I do have my policyholder group, and these are leads that I've sold after I received the policyholder list. All right. Then I have my into and lapse report that has worked. So I can download my into and lapse report. I request those at the beginning or in the middle of the month whenever I decide to work that report. I do request it in an Excel format so that I am able to download that into MapView. All right. Then, of course, I have my policy holders that are worked. And that is when I'm doing a service appointment with my policy holders. I'm going back over to see them, possibly getting referrals, just making sure that I'm solidifying my deals and keeping as many clients as possible on the books by being in front of them. And then this is a county that I work in. So that was the date that I ordered those leads. I have a callback or check back folder. I have a died folder. Those are leads that I was working, some older leads. We call those B leads. And whenever I downloaded them, and if I hit a lead and they told me that the person had died already, I went ahead and moved them into this folder, because when I got home, I send out cards. All right. Then I have an email sent, check back. I don't do that too often. You see, I only have one lead in there for that. And then here I was in the Tough Mudder a couple months ago. So I just had put in a couple hotels in that area. So again, I use my MapView for everything. All right. Then I have my leads. These are going to be older leads. They may be some B leads or A leads in here. They're just older than this date here. So they're down here. And then I have a not interested tab as well. All right. So let's go ahead and hit the plus so that we can create a new group or filter. And you notice here, once you have hit the plus symbol, you are going to see add category or add groups. Your categories are always going to be highlighted in blue. Your groups are going to be with the highlight or the background as white. All right. So let's go ahead and hit the category so you can see the difference here. Now, I already have some categories already set up, so it's going to give you that example. Okay, so for you will have probably just general and other. All right, or you may just have general. Mine is other agent leads, which that's what would have been here older leads. And then here is where I went to somebody's house and I created a category to put down restaurants, hotels, whatever I wanted to put in for under this category. So I kept the business separate from personal, because again, I use my MapView for everything. And again, it says when you're creating a new group and you have categories set up, you will have to choose where your new group is going to go. All right. So for our example, we're going to go ahead and select general, and that is where our new group is going to go. Now you have to create your groups again prior to downloading any contacts into MapView. All right. And again, think about your group names first. So that way you're not in your MapView and you're just stuck because you don't know what names you want or how you want to identify your groups in your MapView. So right here is where you're going to simply type in your group name. And for the example, I just put A with a little emoji test group. And after we do that, here are some examples of some group names. You can do your leads, policy holders. Policy holders are your existing clients. Broke leads, that means after you checked with the lead and you tried to sell them, they were too broke. And you may not want to throw them away. You may want to check back in a month or two. Check back, whatever the case is for the check back. Myself, it would be if in fact it's somebody that I need to check on within 2 days. Your NTO and lapse, those are those NTO and lapse reports that we receive on a monthly basis. Your referrals, whenever your clients give you referrals, you can add those directly into your MapView. Hotels, if you are a traveling agent, which all of us should be, whenever you are going into different counties, you want to make sure that you are keeping track of any of the hotels that you went to that you like. All right. So put them in there so you always know where you can go. And then restaurants. I like to put in different restaurants that I like when I'm out of town. That way I don't have to try to figure out where I'm going to go to eat. I have them right in my MapView. All right. So again, I type in your group name and then you're going to click on assign a pin. Now they have some standard pins already here. So your standard, your modern, small, your push, name tag, and industry are all there. And then you have your custom also where you can customize your own pin. So click on whichever ones you want or hit the plus sign to create a new pin. We're going to go ahead and click on the plus just to give you an idea of how to create a custom pin. So this is what this little page looks like. All right. So we have plus a marker. So they call your pins a marker. You're going to put the name of your marker right here. And then you notice there's going to be different shapes that you can select, different colors, whether you want the colors to be dark or a little see-through. Then you could put a text or an emoji. So you can put another name that's going to show up or an emoji that's going to show up for your marker. You're going to select your text color, whether it's going to be black or white, and then the size, small, medium, or large. And as you start to create your marker, the preview is going to show up right here. Now, I did the name as a test. I selected this shape right here. I want it to be blue, blue, red. That is red right here. And then I don't have it real dark. I kind of have it just not all the way dark, but I just made it a little bit light. And again, you could take a look at it right down here. The emoji that I'm using is a hand with a pen or a pencil, black lettering, and I want it to be pretty big. All right. So that is what my marker looks like. And then the contact name is going to show up right down below. Make sure you save your work or this will not save. So save your work and then go back. Now, once you've hit your save, you're going to see this and you're going to see the assigned pin. It's going to show the marker that you created. again, your group, you need to hit save one more time. Now that you have saved your group, you will see that it will appear right here. Any one of these groups, if it is dark, that means it's active. If it is not dark, if it's like lighter, like a gray, that means that they're not active. Active means that the leads are going to show up on the map. Inactive, they're not going to show up. All right, so you can select multiple groups to show up at one time or just one at a time. So right now we have 0 contacts in this group as to why nothing is showing up on our map. So now we are ready to add our contacts. On your iPad, you can double tap your home button and go ahead over to your portal, your Lincoln Heritage Agent portal. If you're a new agent, this is the web page that we're going to, lhlicagents.com, and you're going to go ahead and log in. So you can sign in right there. Make sure to put in your username, your password, and click sign in. Now that we are inside of this portal, we are going to click on the leads and we are going to go to my leads. Some of you may not see all of this information, all these tabs, because you are not a manager, but you will see the my leads. Click on the my leads tab. Now, once you're on this page, there's several things and several ways that you can actually search for your leads. You can actually put in a last name if you know exactly who you're looking for. You can put their last name in and hit view leads. You can search it by language, by county, city, really any tab that is here. You can put in information and hit view and it'll pull up that lead specifically. For this example, we want all of the leads, all right? And we want our new leads, which are A leads. Again, if you were looking at B leads, the older leads that were assigned to you, you would need to change the lead type by clicking on this down arrow and selecting B. Right now, we're looking at our current view. This could also be your sold or your archived leads. Again, we're looking at current. And now we're going to click on view the leads and they're going to show up right down here. So as I scroll down, you're able to see all of your leads. They're going to have the names right here, the addresses. Obviously, I blocked that out because these are real leads. You're going to see the day or evening phone number right here, their age, the media type. This is going to let you know what type of lead that you received. The EA24 PA, that's Pennsylvania. These are mailers. PH means it's a policy holder mailer. All right. And then we have English, the date that the lead was received to Lincoln Heritage, and the date that I received the lead. All right. And if there's any notes on these leads, you would be able to just press here and see the notes. All right. Now we have Excel, we have CSV, and we have print. A lot of agents print from right here. And what you're printing is this view here. That probably will be another video, but just because I'm on this page, whenever you print your leads, you're going to click right here. That's going to highlight all of your leads. And then down below, you would select PDF and then print them as a PDF format. I scrolled down for you guys so that you can see. You want to make sure that you select all of the leads. So you click this down arrow and you're going to be able to select 25, 50, 100, or all. I do have 52 leads here. I want all of them to show up. I don't want to have to keep hitting on a page. All right. So I'm going to click all leads. And here we are. Click on all. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the top of this page and I'm going to select Excel. All right. Again, I clicked on all of my leads, and then I'm going to select Excel. When the leads come up, they are going to come up in a web type browser. All right. And these are all of your leads in Excel format. Again, I'm covering up the last name, first name, address, city, state, zip, daytime phone number, evening phone number, their age, media, language received, assigned, and if a second approach was mailed out from Lincoln Heritage. All of the information that is on the portal is now in this web Excel format. We want to select this share button right here. So you're just going to press right there. And now when this box comes up, you may have to scroll your finger across until you find your numbers program. If the numbers program does not show up, it means one, you did not download it, or two, when you were in the back portal, you selected CSV. Again, you need to select Excel for it to open up into this format for you to be able to share it into numbers. All right, so now you see numbers, just press your finger right on numbers. You will always see this little error. And basically what it's telling you is that the text might look different because the font is different coming from one software over to another. It really doesn't matter. We're just gonna hit done. All right, so just press on done. Now you notice your Excel spreadsheet looks a little bit different. It's no longer in the web view, but it's now in the numbers view. We're going to click on, the three dots right here so that we can export from the numbers now into MapView. So click on your three dots. We want to select share, and some iPads you'll hit export if you do not have a share button. All right, so it's share or export. Here we are going to select the CSV format now. All right, so just press on CSV. And again, this box is going to appear, and you may have to swipe your finger across until you find your map view, and then press on the map view. As that spreadsheet is analyzing and getting all the data together, this is what you're going to see. That is perfectly fine. Just wait about 5 to 10 seconds. Now, this is what is going to appear. This page right here. You're going to notice it's going to say import. Step 1, select your groups. All right. Here is the Excel spreadsheet that we just transferred in. Notice it always comes in as that unknown. If you remember back a few slides, I told you that if you do not select a group, your leads will automatically go into that unknown folder. Here is the group that we created, and this is the group that we want to put these leads in. So you're just going to press onto this group, and then you're going to select next. Now, the very first time that you do this on your iPad, you are going to have to configure your MapView. All right. So on this side, this would be the side that is automatically in MapView. All right. So this is the MapView side, and all of this would be blank. It's just blank because nothing was configured yet. This is going to be the side of your Excel spreadsheet that we brought in as a CSV. All right. And you'll notice this side, everything is highlighted in blue. So you need to map everything from this side over to this side. So we have last name. This is your last name here. That's your last name. So you want to press on this circle and then press on this circle. So then the A is going to jump over here. Then again, you press B up here, B. and so forth, down to C, D, E, and F. So you just press on it and then press where you want that letter to go on this side of the house. Once you configure everything, you're going to click on Next. Before you import these leads, you want to make sure that all of the columns are mapped. So you're just going to look down and make sure that everything looks good and scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now that everything looks good, you clicked on your import. This box is going to come up. Make sure that it is the total amount of leads that you know that you downloaded, and then just click on that continue. And in less than 10 seconds, it's going to say complete. Click on that OK, and we are almost done. Now, if in fact you see your leads are highlighted in any other color other than the marker that you created, what you are going to need to do is delete the group that your MapView automatically created. So there is a second group that was created. So scroll down to find that group with this marker. If you scroll down to the bottom and you did not see that marker, click on the back button. Now you want to click back on filters because we just refreshed our system here by going back. Now click back on filters. And voila, that filter popped up. Another unknown with the orange little tabs. All right. So what you want to do is you want to click on this little eye. Click on that eye. And you only want to delete the group. If you delete the group and the members, you will remove all of the leads from MapView, and you will well, not from MapView, but for that group, and you will have to do it all over again. You only want to delete this group. And MapView is so wonderful. They're going to say, "Are you sure?" And you're going to say, "Yes, I just want to delete the group name, delete." Check it out. Now you see that everything, all of these leads are the marker that we created. Now we are ready to go. Great job. You guys did it. Good job. So when you're on your screen, if you use your fingers, which I'm doing right now, which is making the picture enlarge and go back and forth, that's what you're going to do to enlarge your map so that you can see all of your leads. All right. This is also one of the reasons why my leads, my original groups, I always select the name tag because I want to see the client's name. But for the sake of this example, I created a custom tab because I didn't want you looking at my leads' names because then I'd had to block all of that out. So, but for my normal filters, I use the marker where I can see the name. All right. However, everything looks good. Now, what I would want you to do is press down on one of your leads here, one of your contacts, and you're going to notice that the person's name is going to pop up as well as their address and this little contact box. Click on that little body right there. When you click on that, you see two of the same names. It just means that there's a duplicate in there. And of course, I knew there was a duplicate because I've done this a couple times just to do this recording for you. But you can click on the one that is not highlighted. It's going to open up all of their information. So if there was a phone number, it would show up here. Their full name is going to be here, their full address, age, the media type, receive date, everything that we import, it's going to show here. And you would just have to scroll down to get the rest of the information on this contact. So here I scrolled down to show you the rest, the second approach letter, English, and then what groups this individual is active in. All right. So right now, this one is in our test group, which is fine. So as we clicked on the notes down at the bottom of the contacts information, this page is going to open up, and we could press the plus sign, and it's going to automatically populate the date, the address, the information here, and we can just type in our notes right here and hit enter. And so that gives you a highlight on how to download your leads from the back office portal into MapView. All right. So your leads are now in. You are able again to just click on each one of these individuals to see who they are, or you would select your marker to just show their names, and you will be able to see everybody right at your fingertips. If you have any additional questions, comments, feel free to leave the comments in the course, or of course, always you can shoot me an email. And I do know that the majority of you guys have found me on my YouTube channel, but if you did not, feel free to go on over to my channel. It is under the Christine Austin Eel, and subscribe, because there's tons and tons and tons of videos that I have on my actual channel that can help you at any point throughout the course of the day. Feel free to leave comments there as well. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in.